Just this week, we've been watching Governor Cooper now for, I don't know how long, pass these executive orders. Too long. Pass executive order after executive order. I'm just going to give you just a little brief anecdote about how this whole thing went down. I'll be quick about it, but in the one morning, this was on March the 17th or so, the governor posts on social media he's going to close down the restaurants that night. And then he comes to us a few hours later on the Council of State, all the Council of State members, he comes and says, we're going to need your concurrence on shutting the restaurants down. And I said to him, my response was this, I said, are you really asking for concurrence on something you already said you were going to do? He didn't get any response. And then I said, are you really, really prepared for 500,000 people to lose their job tonight? Didn't get any response. Well, while the Council of State was actually voting on the measure, the governor went ahead and held a press conference and told North Carolina that he was closing the restaurants down. And by the way, this wasn't even about restaurants, because what we were saying was, hey, we have no information, we have no data, we don't know, you got to tell us what you're doing, we need to know what the end game is, you need to give these restaurants some time to prepare, they're going to have to throw away millions of dollars of food today, they're going to have to tell their employees they don't have a job tonight, that's what you're doing tonight. So the Council of State, we actually voted no, but the governor held a press conference and said yes anyway. His constitutional authority to do what he does runs through the Council of State. But he claimed some other provisions. In fact, I called and I asked for the governor to call me, and he had the Secretary of Health and Human Services, Mandy Cohen, which we call Governor Cohen now, because I think she's the governor. He had Mandy Cohen call me. He had Mandy Cohen call me and said, we don't need the Council of State anyway. She told me, she said, I can do this under my own authority. So we have watched. We've been very patient. The last thing, honestly, I'm very serious about this. I don't think it's politically expedient to sue your governor. The last thing we wanted to do was sue the governor. We tried every route. We tried the Council of State. We tried the legislature. The legislature tried different motions and bills that got vetoed. And then last week we were like, we don't have any other choice. The Constitution is not being upheld. Remember, we hold these truths to be self-evident. The Declaration of Independence is the foundational principles for the Constitution. Without the Declaration of Independence, we don't know what the Constitution even means. Our Constitution is very clear about the authorities, even our Constitution in North Carolina, and that says that the governor needs to go through the Council of State. So we said, he's not upholding the law. We have to sue him. So we sued him this week, and that lawsuit is going to... I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But that should go to the courts pretty soon. And here's the final story, though. Here's the final thing. And I have to tell everybody this, and I need you to tell everybody this, because I've had several people already come up to me today and say, isn't there something we can do about the governor now? I'm like, there's really not. There's really not. We have a liberal attorney general in North Carolina right now. He's not going to do anything. The General Assembly is doing everything they can. They get vetoed every time they do something. They get vetoed. Don't have the votes to override it. But here's the solution. Here's what we do. Elections have consequences. Vote in November and give yourselves a new governor.